Josh Turner.
Thank you so much.
Well, welcome to the Bing Lounge, man.
Good to be here at the Bing Lounge.
Somebody either is really enjoying this or used Herbal Essence's shampoo this morning. One of those two things happened
That
there.
was me, actually.
So I had planned on doing this whole interview in a lower octave, but when I do that, I sound like the teacher from Charlie Brown, so I'm not going to do that. What was it like for you when you first hit that, voice changing from, 8, 7, 6, 5 years old to what you got today?
Well, it was the second time I went through puberty when it happened. It was kind of a life-changing moment, though. People always ask me, like, when did your voice change? And there wasn't really a specific moment. It was actually kind of hard-earned for me because back in '96, which I guess was my senior year of high school, I basically injured my voice. I had a lesion on my right vocal cord and basically ended up with the injury because I didn't know there was a proper way to sing. I just thought people, were born and they sang and that was it. But I learned the hard way. Basically, every bad singing technique you can imagine, I was doing it. And so I had to learn how to basically sing and even speak, all over again. And so unfortunately, my first trip to Nashville was to the Vanderbilt Voice Clinic, and so that kind of set me off on a journey of, classical vocal training and going to Belmont and furthering that, and then just watching my voice heal. And as it started to heal, and as I started to learn how to use it, it just got bigger and stronger and richer, and my range got a lot wider, and I just started noticing that this was a blessing in disguise because prior to that I'd sounded more like Mickey Mouse. So
I think this is definitely the latter better than the former.
Yeah.
Has paid off for your career just a little bit.
Mickey
just
did pretty good for himself.
Okay, second to Mickey Mouse, Josh Turner.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Punching Bag. Of course, huge album for you. Is there a number 6 on the way? Are we working on that right now?
Yeah, I've been writing since January, I guess, if not before. Just been listening to songs. Just this album process kind of has snuck up on me a little bit, so it's been somewhat of a challenge to try to figure out where I'm at creatively and what I want to say, and just what's coming out. So the first 10 or 12 songs that I've written were just kind of like, it was just kind of like just clearing my system of songs and just trying to figure out what's going on in my head and in my heart. And but since then I feel like I've tried to kind of hone in on where I'm at, and I'm still not quite there, but the songs are starting to come in. And people always, for whatever reason, they always ask, what's this next album gonna be called? And I'm like, I don't know. It's just the songs to me are really what define each record. I don't set out and say I'm going to make this kind of record, because you just can't do that, because you never know what songs are going to be coming in, never know what songs you're going to write, and so it's just kind of a natural process. Anytime I've ever tried to force the songwriting process or the record making process, it'll turn around and bite you real quick. So
2 sold-out shows this weekend at Chinook Winds. Last night, you got one tonight. Talk about the trip getting here and how that happened.
It was awesome. Y'all were gracious enough to send a helicopter to get me, so it was pretty cool. And I've been on helicopters before, and it's hey, if I could afford it, that'd be the way I would travel all the time. Especially on a day like today, it's beautiful weather, and it was like 36 minutes to get here, and it would have been taken 2.5 hours.
About
to
2
drive
hours,
it.
yeah, 2.5 hours on a day like today.
So I'll prefer the chopper.
Was it a smooth ride? Was the pilot satisfactory? Everything was good?
Pilot was great, and
Okay.
the chopper was comfortable and everything. We stopped at Buffalo Wild Wings on the way here, and so.
How about a round of applause for Chinook Winds for allowing this to happen today? That's and you got another show tonight, 2 sold-out shows. What's your pre-show routine? What do you like to do to get pumped up?
Man, it's pretty boring, actually. I'm always watching my Atlanta Braves on TV during this time of year, so that's kind of where I go. So because if I get to thinking about the show too much, I kind of jinx myself. But my schedule is always pretty much the same. It's like if the show is at 8:00, then I'm going to start. I'm probably going to eat around 6, and I'm going to start getting ready around 7, and then I'm good to go by 8, and just make sure I do my vocal warm up, and I'm good to go. So.
Well, enough of this vocal warm up interview. I'm going to let you play a little bit more, but I have a very important thing. This is a very serious fill in the blank. If you don't mind finishing the sentence.
Okay.
I wish I was a girl because.
Wow. I wish I was a girl because I would understand the way girls think.
Give it up one more time for Josh Turner with the Bull here at the Bing Lounge.